Well, today, airlines across the globe, they are rushing to cancel or change flights heading into the U.S. That includes at OIA. It's all because of the ongoing dispute we've been talking about the rollout of 5G near our airports. Now, leaders say the new technology can interfere with airlines, and CEOs in the U.S. warning the rollout could bring commerce to a halt. And we have seen cancellations this morning. And joining us live this morning with more on this topic is instructor and pilot Captain Shem Malmquist. Good to see you this morning. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, thank you. Good morning.
So, Captain, a lot of people trying to understand exactly what this means. What kind of problems could planes run into with 5G?
Well, this is actually a much more serious issue than some have been making out. It does not just involve low visibility landings, but that certainly was one of the very first concerns. The autoland systems that aircraft use the radar altimeter, which reflects downward and can tell the aircraft and the pilots the exact height above the ground, is impacted by certain frequencies that are being pushed by some of the telecom companies. And it can lead not just to the inability to land in very low visibility, but also to problems with the flight control systems, warning systems, auto throttle systems, and a number of other related systems that can cause warnings at very unusual or unexpected times. And in addition, for the larger wide bodies, the use of the radar altimeter and those altitude callouts are very critical to help the pilots ascertain exactly how high they are above the ground when they're landing. It's once you get above about the size of a Boeing 737, your height on touchdown is so high up that judging the difference between a couple feet becomes more problematic. And pilots are just have become reliant over the years of using these kinds of systems to ensure safe landings. So this really has a big effect, not just on landing, but actually also even on takeoff, on a lot of the different warning systems that we have on board.
Captain, obviously this is something that's taking place across the world. We've seen AT&T and Verizon tout this for a while, and it's been rolled out successfully in other places. So what is the issue that's different here in the U.S.? Why are we running into some of these hurdles?
Well, there are two primary differences between the way the rest of the world is doing this and what's happening in the United States. The first is that in other countries, they have required the telecoms to have a buffer zone around the airport. And so when the aircraft are close enough to the ground where this might be an issue, essentially under about 2,500 feet, they really don't have any antennas that are reflecting in that area. The other is that they are using a wider gap between the frequency that the telecoms are using for 5G and the radar altimeter frequencies. The radar altimeter frequencies have been in use for many decades now, actually. And it's a little bit, when you get close to the frequency, what can happen is that it can sort of spill over. People may have experienced this perhaps while driving and listening to an FM radio station. And as you get further away from a radio station, another station that has a similar frequency starts spilling over, and you start hearing that other frequency, that other station kind of getting in the middle and wrecking the program you're trying to listen to. For example, if you have your radio set to 97 on the dial and another station is at 97.1, that's pretty close. And as you get a little bit further away and the signal becomes weaker on the station you're listening to, then the other station can start interfering just because the receiver is not designed to only listen to that frequency. It's not that finely tuned.
Captain,
now, go ahead.
I was just saying we're out of time, but really appreciate you running through that. It's something that obviously many airlines and many travelers are concerned about. Thanks for your time this morning.
All right, thank you.